Hello viewers, VASISTA GAYATRI Academy welcomes you. I am Dr. Venugopal. Let's have a beautiful discussion, a lively discussion on communication skill and how to improve that skill. First, let me tell you what is communication, and then let us have a clarity about how to improve our skill. There is two types of notions, wrong notion and correct notion about communication skill. The wrong notion is, generally people think that if we are able to speak very fluently without any stop here and there, and continuously if we are able to speak with all the gift of the gap with two complex sentences, it is good communication. And another people think, another wrong notion is, the grammar should be too complex and complex sentences, and it should be high and difficult language. They think that it is a communication skill. No, it is not so. Actually, communication skill requires some talents, some observations. First of all, we must know, we must have the clarity of thought. If you have the clarity of thought, automatically you will have the clarity of expression also. Whatever you speak, you will have the good clarity. So clarity of thought in your mind will speak out naturally well. That is called think in English and speak in English. That principle will be followed automatically. And the second thing is the sentences. Generally people think that if we use very complex sentences, very big sentences with very difficult language patterns, it is very good communication. No. The sentences should be as far as possible very lucid, very simple, so that all people can understand. Because there should be point of view whether the other people are understanding or not, they are following or not. That is to be observed always when you are speaking out. So your language style should be so simple that everybody can follow. The sentences should be very, very lucid that everybody can understand. And the next item is in communication skill is vocabulary. Bombastic terminologies should not be used. It is of no go. Whether the other people are understanding or not, whether they have that capacity, vocabulary capacity or not, that should be kept in mind while speaking. As far as possible, the words which will be often used, which are very relevant and which are very notable in day-to-day language, such type of vocabulary will have to be particular in using. And above all, the countenance, that is facial expression. See, there is a proverb in English language that face is the index of mind. See, it should be neither over laughing. You should not laugh. Some people will be always laughing. Oh, how are you? All the times you have been here. Number of times I have seen you here. Oh, like that. Laughing and laughing while speaking, continuously from the beginning to the end, laughing and laughing. That is not a good practice. It should be neither a laughing or neither a serious, but a well balance must be there. There is just a smile, a nice smile, a simple smile while speaking. So your countenance will speak not only your language, your thought, what is there in your mind, but at the same time your propensity and personality. So countenance is very important while you are speaking, while you interact with others. And then next in importance is eye contact. Some people will be speaking, yes, I have told you, he would definitely come. So when he comes, we can exchange our idea like that. So their looks will be at different directions. It should not be so. Good communication means you will have a good contact, eye contact also, with whom you are talking, with whom you are contacting, expressing your thoughts, ideas. And the next in importance is expression of feeling. Suppose The situation is a happy situation. Your friend has been successful in the competitive examination. Oh, very good. Thank you. Very nice. Congratulations. With a smiling and with the enthusiastic spirit you have to address. And you must say that congratulations. Expression of a feel your happiness, your congratulations must be very clear while you are expressing. So that is called expression of a feeling. Suppose you are meeting one person who is in distress, who is disappointed in something in life. Sorry, don't feel disappointed. Next time you can try. What is that? Don't feel depressed. If you have any problem, you tell me, or you tell your parents, and get the things solved. Why to be always melancholic? So that expression, that thought, what is there in your mind, what you want to express, that should be expressed very clearly. That is called expressing yourself. In a short, we can say expressing yourself. You have to express yourself. Yourself means your thought, your idea, your feeling, your propensity. Everything should be reflected in your talk. And the next in importance is another point: idioms and phrases. The problem of idioms and phrases, that's one nuisance. Some wrong notion that if we use the idioms and phrases very frequently, it is a very beautiful language. We have wonderful communication, a skill on that. Oh, he comes all of a sudden, once in a blue moon, only he comes. He is a hard nut to crack, and all those things, not necessary. See, these expressions, suppose these expressions generally will be using while you are writing an article or while you write something in written form, even the examination for that matter, you can use. See, these idioms and expresses, phrases, the purpose is to express the feeling in an epigrammatic style. What you want to say in 10 sentences, you can express in 1 or 2 sentences. That is epigrammatic style of language. And the idioms and phrases will help you a lot. He comes just once in a blue moon. Yes. All of a sudden, he's appeared. For all I know, or with all his attempts, he has been a failure. Very beautiful. So aptly we can use. So they must be used with good discrimination, not at random. Discrimination must be exercised while you are using phrases, idioms in your language. And another thing is, while you are speaking, pronunciation, accent, and intonation. These are very, very important for a good communication skill. Your mother tongue influence should not be there on the way you speak in English. So pronunciation, exact pronunciation of the word, and accent, how you have to give the accent, and that they said, see the accent at the end, it will have the reflection, your mother tongue's reflection, Telugu way or English, Tamil way of speaking, or Hindi way of speaking, will have its impact on our English speaking. So accent should be verified. It should be checked now and then itself, very frequently. Intonation means the feeling, the thought should have the good intonation. Where you have to stress, where you have to speak in a low voice, that should be followed. That is intonation. So these are jewels to the language: good pronunciation, accent, and beautiful intonation. Where you have to give the stress, where you have to come down, emphasis where you have to. So a good communication will observe all these jewels while you are speaking. And another thing is loveliness in talking. When you are talking, that talking should be lively. There must be lively talking. Life must be there, stream of life. That means your spirit, your happiness, your mood must be reflected while you are speaking. Liveliness and loveliness together must go together in the talking. So even if you have some broody or some melancholic thought in your mind, that should not be reflected in your thought, in your speaking. And some people will have a repetition of some words while speaking. And but this, as I told him, but he said that it is not correct. And what will happen? Many stars will be speaking like this. And but so these repetition of unnecessary words we have to get rid of. And there are some unnecessary and such repetition of words like okay, I see, okay, all right. So they are acceptable because they are relevant and at the same time meaningful in any context for that matter. It may be repeated. Such expressions like okay, I see, all right, okay, as you like it. But this type of and conjunctions like and, but, so should not be repeated. It shows the ugliness of the language. The next in importance here in a communication skill is point of view. To whom you are speaking, with whom you are interacting, that should be kept in mind. Suppose you are interacting with your peers, your colleagues, your co-students, or your friends, your language and your thought, your expression should be in one type. Suppose you are speaking with some superiors, officers, elders, your language should be in a obedient and a decent way. The style and the way of expression, the words that you use, vocabulary that you use, you must be very careful. So that is called point of view. And another thing in point of view is whether the other people are able to follow or not. One thing, whether they take delight in your talking or they feel bored of your talking. Some people cause boredom. So that should be kept in mind. A good speaker will always keeps that in his mind, whether other people follow our speech or not, whether they take delight or they feel bored of what I say. So that point of must be always kept in mind while we speak with others. And another most striking thing is in communication skill, monotonous style. Some people with blank face in the countenance, facial expression, blank face, no feeling, no expression at all. And the way of speaking is also monotonous. Yes, I have told you. Yes, you will come. Yes, sir, things good. Okay, I will inform. No, I will tell you. So there is no expression either in the eyes, either in the face, or in the words, or in the utterance way of speaking. And monotonously they will express themselves. That is very, very bad communication. So if you remove that and replace it by a lively talk, interesting talk, with point of view, with a lucid style, with interesting style of language, so simple sentences, so lucid style of language, it is a good communication. And another important aspect is accurate expressions. Some expressions are there, unnecessary expressions. For example, I am extremely happy. Extremely is the negative sense. It will be used in negative sense. I am extremely unhappy. I am extremely disappointed. That way you have to use. Only in such context you have to use extremely. Extremely sorry. I am extremely disappointed with you. Oh, I am extremely unhappy. You should not say I am extremely happy. I am extremely thankful to you. A very bad expression it is. Just like the verbs which you have to use only indefinite sentence, indefinite tense. That should not be used in the continuous form. For example, I am thinking that he will come tomorrow. I'm not. You should not say I'm thinking. I think. He thinks it in a different way. You have to say he is thinking in a different way. You should not use like that. And in the same way, seeing also. I am seeing now. Yes, it is clear. I am seeing it. You should not say I see it. I hear it, I understand it. You have to use. In the same way, I am having so many books. Should not use I am having so many books. You should use that I have. He has so many books. I have very good idea, a number of ideas about it. So such expressions, accurate expressions should be used grammatically. And these are the common mistakes that we'll be committing in the language, in communication. I am thinking, he is hearing, I am now listening clearly, I am seeing it very clearly, I am thinking, no, should not be used. They should be used only in present indefinite. Likewise, extremely also. When you have to use that expression in a serious way, sorry, not extremely sorry, you have to use I am very much unhappy, I am very, very sorry, I am very much disappointed. That must be used instead of extremely. So, lastly, I would like to say that the sources of reading, the sources of cultivating good communication, reading, reading and reading, talking and talking, LSRW. So among these LSRW, listening, writing, speaking, writing, and all these language skills, the best ones is reading and reading. While reading, we have to cultivate what is good expression, what is good language, what is good vocabulary, all that. Sarvepalli Radhakrishna's beautiful books, Chakravarti Rajagopalachary's translations of Mahabharata and Ramayana in a very lucid English language. These books and latest books also, there are a number of latest books which are written in a very simple style. Because of that language technique only, nowadays the modern writers have gained their momentum. So the sources is, in conclusion, I would like to say, the great writers' books, number one. The second one is, you have to speak and speak, whether it is right sentence or wrong sentence, with your peers, with your friends, and gradually you will develop, and gradually will correct yourself, whether the sentence is right sentence or wrong sentence, how to correct it, how to rectify it, and how to follow it in the next stage. This is the way how you have to cultivate and nourish your beautiful communication skill. And in the second part, we shall continue the most important part of component of communication skills. Thank you. Thank you for watching.